Hey guys, Jesse Adams here, and thanks for joining. On behalf of my brokerage, Mason Amelia, I proudly present November 517 Alpha Bravo. This is a beautiful 2017 SF50 ELITE Vision Jet. We're coming to market with 930 hours since new, 150 hours of jet stream, and this plane has new factory paint and many G2 upgrades. It has upgraded carpeting, the G2 wing, and if you're ready to step into a Vision Jet, you can anticipate a pressurized cabin, flight into known icing with boots, and the addition of a Garmin weather radar. The real question is, are you ready to upgrade to a turbine aircraft? Is the Vision Jet the right plane for you? Let's find out as we head from Lexington to Nashville and we take 517 Alpha Bravo for a spin. All right, guys, welcome aboard 517 Alpha Bravo. Tony and I, we're about to go flying from Lexington to Nashville. I'm going to turn it over to you, Tony, if you could just go through your flow and let's start this B-step.
All right, we just start with the normal checklist. It's pretty brief and straightforward. It's all itemized right in front of you on the screen. We got our doors shut, and then here we go, strobe lights and no gas message.
Good voltage.
Good voltage, all good. And here we go, we'll give it a shot. And here, what we watch, like, you know, we start with the PSI, and then N2, N1, and ITT horizon, with the normal. Starting.
It's a good start. It's so cold out here. Jet engine, man, that thing roars. This thing's a beast.
And we need 2982. So with all that weight, we need 2,982 feet to take off.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
That's nothing. Okay.
Yeah,
so,
you see? Yeah. And when I put, like, you know, the John Toon, it gave me John Toon elevation already. And
right.
then here we go.
So you put that in there. Now the pressurization is already going to figure out cruise altitude and land in altitude. You don't have to touch pressurization in this plane.
That's it. It will, like, you know, automatically adjust to it as we descend.
Yeah. Perspective plus touch, you know, it's really a lot like the new G7.
That's right. You know, G7, they have only 2 screens, you know?
Right, and you have a third. Cool. So, you know, obviously on this video, guys, it's really here for your entertainment. We want you to come along with us from Lexington to Nashville. Some of the checklists and some of the procedures and flows might get inevitably edited out of the video. So keep that in mind. But we're started. We had a good start. Our videographer is freezing outside. So when you're ready, we can start our taxi. Oh, this is great. So all the checklists, as you said, they're all on the PFD. Here. Everything's right here. You don't have to go to a dedicated engine page because all your information is on the left quadrant here of your MFD.
All here, map is here, and this is the synopsis page, you know, for all aircraft system, electrical, pressurized,
doors,
everything is right here. Some people, like, you know, just put the map after they finish. Some people, they keep flipping.
That's nice to have it there.
I like to watch all my, you know, parameter throughout the flight.
Yeah, not to mention that you could put one of these as a map, your radio management units.
Very good.
All right, guys, so again, Jesse Adams here, and we're bringing 517 Alpha Bravo, this stunning 2017 SF50 G1 Vision Jet Elite to market. I'm flying with the owner, Tony, right now. He's helping us catch our flight in Nashville. We're in Lexington right now, so short flight over there. Should be about 35 minutes. We're going to 22,000 feet. We're going to see what the performance of this SF50 is. And really the question is, are you guys ready for your upgrade to a Vision Jet? I'm certainly thinking about it. As I come along in this flight, I'm supposed to be pitching this plane to you all and educating you about the plane, but truly this is a plane that's been weighing heavily on my mind because I know my family would love the comfort, safety, and additional reliability of a turbine engine. So I'm going to turn it over to Tony, very proficient pilot, and we're going to observe as he launches this SF50 out of Lexington.
Thank you, Jesse. Referencing me as a proficient pilot, well, all pilot always learning, right?
Right, always learning, but I think that, guys, the story of the plane is a little bit of where it lives, the pedigree, and the meticulous ownership. So we'll talk more there about Tony's journey, but I mean, dude, you're a private instrument pilot. You have your tail wheel endorsement.
Yes.
You fly the whirlybirds too, right? Fly the helicopters.
Yes, I fly Robinson 44, the tail dragger,
and let me try
Carbon Cup.
Right.
But I cannot deny the Vision Jet is my favorite.
Right. Well, when you want to get somewhere, right? I mean, your mission's diverse. We'll talk more about that.
Perfect.
Safety, reliability. You want to give your family something a little more.
Yes, sir. 8,000 is the final.
True.
Read back correct, but actually,
and really, I think the opportunity with these G1 Vision Jets are at literally half the price of a new one.
It is.
Why not jump into this, right? If you're in a Malibu or an SR22, this could be your foray into turbine ownership.
We got whiskey, right?
And then when you're done with this, you could get a newer, a G2 plus factory new Vision Jet, or maybe step into a twin jet, which is the case of some of my clients. So
that's true. Honestly, this aircraft served me as intermediary. I always had fear of jets and high performance and high altitude, but honestly, this jet did the job perfect. I mean, got me through that transition period, and I'm probably ready for my next one.
Yeah. Hey, actually, do you mind slowing down the taxi for a second? Do you mind if I taxi a little bit?
No, taxi a little bit, yeah, of course.
Okay.
But we're going to, that's runway 22 back there.
Yeah, we're just going there. Okay, so my airplane on the ground?
Yes, sir.
No, but I wanted to taxi it because, guys, this is built to kind of look and feel and be ergonomically laid out like an SR22. Okay, I'll give it back to you, Tony. All right. When you're ready for takeoff and you're holding short, let me know, and I'll make the call to the tower.
Okay, you can call it right now.
This is going to be my first Vision Jet call.
Okay, let's do it.
Okay, maybe next Vision Jet call I'll own one. Who knows?
Yeah, never know.
Okay. Lexington Tower, good afternoon. Cirrus Vision Jet 517 Alpha Bravo, holding short, runway 22, ready for departure.
Number 517 Alpha Bravo, Lexington Tower, good afternoon. Hold short of runway 22 for landing traffic.
Holding short, Alpha Bravo.
Alpha Bravo, runway 22, line up and wait.
I got it. Line up and wait, runway 22, 7 Alpha Bravo. Hey, Tony, I'm going to put you on spot.
Yes,
can you give me a takeoff brief? Just what do you mentally do? Just say it out loud, how you brief this.
Well, I brief it, I know, like, my runway altitude and length, and basically, like, we have, all right, our caps one come available till 600 feet. And our autopilot, like, you can get it on 600 feet. See, under 1600, I'm going to try land straight ahead if there is enough runway. If there is enough runway, I will try to land back on the runway. If not, I'll try to land straight ahead. After 600 feet, I have the chute available after that.
It's a great brief, thank you.
Yes, sir.
Vision Jet 7 Alpha Bravo, fly runway heading, runway 22, clear for takeoff.
7 Alpha Bravo, clear for takeoff, flight runway heading. Oh,
good.
It's cold, man. That Williams engine just kicked me to the back of my seat.
Yeah. Feet on the ground. We're rolling. No cast message. Airspeed alive. 60, 70, 80. Pressure good. All good. 85.
Number 7 Romeo Foxtrot, runway 22, clear to land.
Here we go. It flies just like a Cirrus 22, by the way. Just for you to know.
Just like a Cirrus.
Just like a Cirrus 22, maybe a little easier.
All right, positive rate and no more available runway.
There we go, and here's our gears up. Speed 120, flaps up. We're 1300 feet, runway heading. Let me fix the trim a little bit so we don't want to fight it. We're already 140.
Vision Jet 7 Alpha Bravo, contact departure.
Switch into departure, 7 Alpha Bravo soon. All right, what airspeed are you pitching for?
Here we go.
Climb.
Now we're good, 165.
165?
Yeah, and we are on MCT power.
Good afternoon, altimeter at Lexington 3040. Advise when you have the
Man, look at cold climb.
Yeah.
3,000 feet a minute.
Yeah.
More than that, 3,000 feet a minute, and we're...
On 165.
Good afternoon, Lexington. Departure Vision 517 Alpha Bravo 3, climb at 5,000 on the runway heading.
Number 517 Alpha Bravo, Lexington, departure, radar contact, climb maintain 10,000, turn right heading 240.
Right turn to heading 240 up to 10,000, 7 Alpha Bravo. Okay. 10,000 feet.
Here we go. And now our thrust MCT already.
Okay.
Engine parameters is perfect. All good. Our pressure.
3,000.
Our cabin is building up. Now 1.7 differentials and ice protection is clear.
7 Yankee Golf, contact.
Well, that's awesome, guys. So,
yeah.
you know, flying previously for the airlines and, you know, flying various turboprops, normally you have to set the cruise pressurization, you know, the cruise altitude.
Yeah.
Yeah, so in here, all we do, we put in, before we took off, we put Nashville's field elevation.
Yeah.
The cabin's going to climb,
Maintain 8,000.
considering our flight level 220 final, and it's going to descend all on its own. That's amazing. Okay, so as soon as you're climbing out, the flow is landing gear up, flaps up. You go to 166 or so for climb, and MCT max continuous thrust, and away you go.
And then if you want to put an autopilot, decide your climb speed, and you set your altitude, and you're good to go.
And away you go.
Yeah, just to bring it to the MCT notch. There's a little, you know.
The little D10 for MCT, yeah. That's all you have to do.
Sir. I mean, listen, I know it's cold, but...
Hey, it's cold, but this single engine turbine,
yeah,
American 1103's
has some balls to it.
American 11.
I don't know if I should say on YouTube.
Yeah.
Hey, it has some balls, guys.
Yeah, it got a little power. It got a little juice.
It has some balls. That's what it is. Okay, I'll check in with Indy. Indy Center. Good afternoon. Cirrus Vision Jet 517 Alpha Bravo is 12.1. Climb at 220. Through, let's see here. So climb checklist, MCT, engine parameters, monitor, cabin pressure. Cabin is pressurized, and we're at 13,000 feet. Right now in my 22 turbo, we'd be reaching for the cannulas, right?
Yeah. So our cabin is 1540.
1540. Yeah. So we so right now climb through 13.5. Our cabin altitude's 1,600 feet.
Yeah.
In an SR22, we'd be reaching for cannulas.
Yeah. You'll be ready to
unfolding the cannulas and taking the hoses.
I flew a Cirrus 22. I had a turbo G5, and I flew it one time from New York just because of weather. And honestly, I was coming west, coming back here to Lexington. So I went up to 16,000, and I had the cannula like most of the way coming here when I climbed up to 16,000. I mean, it was doable, but it wasn't pleasant. You know,
right?
It wasn't pleasant, but it was doable. I mean, you know, if you're confident, you know. But I mean, it wasn't pleasant flight. Your nose dry at the end, and you keep wondering in your mind. I mean, do I have enough oxygen? Do I have enough? Am I getting oxygen?
Or just the fact you have to refill it after a couple of trips. So you know what? Now that we're willing to climb, guys. I think we'll just kind of get into the real reason for the video. So again, we're bringing 517 Alpha Bravo to market. It's a G1 SF50, serial number 11. So this plane, there's a couple great things I want to point out about it. It just had a factory fresh paint job, just brand new paint from Knoxville.
November 9 or 6 Golf.
Also, this plane has many of the G2 upgrades. It has G2 carpeting. It has the G2 wing. So the deletion of the little stall fence, so the little vortex generators. So this plane is ready to go. And Tony here, he said, hey, Jesse, how do we best market, you know, a jet? And I said, here's what we're going to do. I'm going to come out there. I want to personally see the plane. I want to fly in it. I want a chance to tell people that are looking to buy it what to expect, not just from an SF50, but this one, the quality of the condition of the paint, the interior, the features, experience, the sound, the smell, right? So I came out here. That was key. That's part of our marketing package. But secondly, I said, Tony, I know Cirrus now, they're letting people buy 25-hour tranches of Jet Stream. I said, let's go ahead and load it up with 150 hours. So we have 150 hours of Jet Stream until November 2025, guys. So if you buy this plane, you're paying for fuel, insurance, hangar, and that's basically it for the rest of the year. All right, guys, so we're in cruise. Now, we're not the most efficient. We're at 220, but let's see what this little guy's doing right now. So that's relatively cold, right? It's only negative 32 outside, but right now, 313 knots.
Yes, sir.
313 knots, and we're only at 220.
Yes.
We'd be faster at 260 or 280. So, yeah, 313 knots. Yeah, and you said you were going to pull it back a little bit, right?
Just pull it back a little bit so don't get in overspeed. Just pull it like, about 5% thrust.
Yeah, so Tony, what did you ask me? How do I like it? What was your question?
Yeah, how do you like this Vision Jet?
Yeah, you're asking me how I like the Vision Jet. Now, guys, again, my mission here is to market this plane, but I've been thinking, I've been heavily weighing out my own options. Do I get a TBM? Do I get a Vision Jet? So there's a couple of things to consider. One, of course, is mission necessity. And the other thing is comfort and safety. Do I like this Vision Jet, brother? This is bad to the bone. So I sold my 22T about 2 weeks ago, and I'm taking American Airlines back. So ask me how much I like this Vision Jet right now. Now, I'm not typed to the Vision Jet, but I've flown other turbines. I'm confident, Tony, I could jump in this, and I could see you in San Antonio. No problem. I'll just hang it until it sells. So, Tony, if you want to tell us, about your course, you've been flying under 10 years, right? You've owned a couple Cirruses, right?
Yes, I did. Yeah, I did a G1, G3, and G5.
So you had 3 SR-22s, so you're probably like me, right? A Cirrus guy, we could just turn on the autopilot at 500 feet and pull the cab's handle if we're scared. I'm messing. It's pretty attractive, from a Cirrus. But I tried other aircraft as well, and I fly multiple other aircraft. I owned at some point an M350. So you ventured away from the Cirrus brand for a little bit.
Yes, I did.
But you told me you had a close call. What's going on?
Yeah, it was a little close call. I was leaving Lexington, and then I had to come back for emergency and landed without engine that day.
So the M350 with the Lycoming piston engine, you lost your power.
Yes, I lost my power. I was close to Lexington, and luckily enough, I could come back quick and easy.
Yeah.
And but since that time, can I land it again? I say, yeah, of course I can. Maybe I can, but do I have to?
Do you want to do that again to your family, right?
Yeah,
that was close.
That's the good thing. I was alone that day.
So
when I came back,
you reemerge in the Cirrus life with the reliability of a turbine.
Yes,
and a parachute.
And a parachute. And honestly, it was quite a jump, financially. It's almost double the price, moving up from 350 to Vision Jet at that time, 3 plus years ago. But it was worth it. Oh, yeah, it was worth it. Now I don't even regret, every penny I spent on the Vision Jet.
Well, what I've learned about you and your flying, so you use this a lot for work and pleasure. You've put about 500 hours on it over the last 3 years. And speaking of being a diverse pilot, I feel like you are a diverse pilot. You're a professional pilot as well, because the different kinds of planes you fly, and you're meticulous in your checklists and your flows and your procedures. I know you're a Carbon Cub guy.
Yes, I am. I have a Carbon Cub, and I fly a Robinson 44, a helicopter as well.
You're a hell of a pilot. Well, I flew for the airlines, right? I flew RJs. I don't have my tail wheel endorsement, embarrassingly, and I haven't flown helicopters yet. So that's pretty awesome. And guys, I think why I wanted to bring that up about Tony's experience is it just shows, he got into Cirrus life like a lot of you guys might be. He flew an SR-22. That's a great plane. I've owned one. I just sold a 22T a few weeks ago. But he wanted pressurized comfort. He wanted more capabilities. He wanted to go over weather. He wanted boots, right, and a weather radar. He got all that with an M350. However, it was a piston engine. It was a single engine at that. And fortunately, he glided down when he lost power. He reemerged with a Vision Jet. So once you're in a Vision Jet, I think the only problem is you can't leave a Vision Jet unless you go bigger, higher. So what's next? A new Vision Jet, or what are you looking to do?
Well,
in short,
you're right, Jesse. But you know, there is so many other options. You know, I mean, either upgrade in the Vision Jet, which I might love to do as well.
You were very close to that, right? You were very close.
Oh yeah, I am very, very, very close to upgrade. You know, go upper in the Vision Jet.
Yeah.
You know, invest more extra money. I mean, don't take me wrong. I mean, this is G1 perform very close to G2 and G2 Plus. Especially like, you know, after takeoff. So just like, you know, I mean, sometimes I ask my question, that extra 3,000 feet, is it worth the $2 million?
Right. Yeah, guys, again, coming from the Cirrus product line up to the Vision Jet, they really make it where it's an incremental step up. I mean, this is the next rung of the ladder, and this is laid out just like the G7, which is really neat. Or I should say the G7 is laid out just like this. So, Tony, can you go through a couple of highlights on the different pages of your MFD? So we have the PFD, we have the checklist, we're able to pull approach plates up there.
Yeah, and then we have the performance page, which this stays, you know, is stationary. Right. Then, like, you know, your map is right here, and then your synopsis, you know, where you can review your your systems throughout the flight. I mean, electrical and pressure and bleed air and so forth. They are interchangeable. Like, for example, like here, if I just do this, I mean, I just had my approach plate right there where I can do it. Sometimes if I'm flying in weather, I put my radar here, or I put the radar and overlayer over my map as well.
Actually, I'd love to see that. Can you flip on the radar? Because that's a huge plus of going into the Vision Jet.
Yeah, it's so simple. Here we go.
So you have Sirius XM weather.
Here we go.
But you also have the onboard weather radar. So this isn't the subscription.
So it's just actually initializing it now. You know?
Yeah, this right here is actually going to paint the ground and sweep any precipitation returns. So it's still initializing right now.
Yeah, but now you can move it like, you know, up and down. Now it's like, you know, on a 0 tilt and 40 nautical miles. So here we go. I'm just tilting up about 2 degrees. You know, and then I can expand the range. I am flying here about...
Yeah, we're pointing down right now.
Yeah, that's 80 miles. We're pointing down, so you rather, like, you know, just work the radar. Like any other Garmin radar, easy, very practical, and, you know, got all the features, like, you know, the Garmin...
Yeah, guys, so the speed
radar.
tape, everything we're used to from SR, angle of attack indicator, pathways in the sky, synthetic vision, the bug speed, it has all that. He has Sirius XM radio, audio, and weather radar, but then this is the actual GWX-68 Garmin sweeping radar. This is the real onboard weather radar. It has a 10-inch dish in the nose, so that's good. We talked about the pressurized cabin. That's beautiful. So the cabin's only at 1,400 feet. It's descending at 200 feet a minute as we're getting prepared to land for John 2. Hey, Tony.
Yeah.
Hey, can I take controls for a little bit?
Yeah.
Can I try it?
Yeah, do you want me to disconnect autopilot?
Yeah, do you mind?
No.
I got it. Okay, my aircraft.
Your aircraft.
7 Alpha Bravo, should have maintained 4,000.
4,000, 7 Alpha Bravo. Sweet, man, if you trim it.
Maintain 3,000.
Buy it, buy it, buy it. Oh, man.
It will wipe his taxes for 2 years. You don't have to pay taxes.
Oh, man.
Need something
I think
so
I need
you
a
can
Vision
watch
Jet
it
in
all
my
out.
life, right? Hey, Uncle Sam, be extra patriotic or buy myself a Vision Jet, 4 for 3.
Hey, but how does it feel, like, literally right now, taking you...
How does it feel right now?
Like, right now, you've just been flying the SR-22, right now, literally just taking controls over it.
Yeah. But this is laid out like an SR-22, but this is much more, you know, it's laid out like a 22, but this is much larger and authoritative than a 22. This is a jet. This is a big plane. It feels like a big plane. It feels like a big macho plane. It's laid out like a 22. It's laid out like a Cirrus, but this is not an SR-22. So I give this credit. I think this feels like a very substantial jet. That's what it feels like. It feels like a real jet, but it is laid out like a 22. Okay, so let me see how my level off is. So I'm an instructor. I actually have a week to renew my CFI. So I have a week to renew it.
You'll sign
me up.
For it.
So let's see. Yeah, look these windows, man.
Man,
we just need to do some maneuvering.
Yeah.
Carlos is looking at me like, dude, do not put me on an airline. You better buy this thing.
Buy it.
Oh, man.
Hey,
guys.
man, I've been living first class life. Now you got me.
Yeah, I have you
We're crying
spoiled,
babies.
Right. with the general public.
5849.
Yeah, just hands off, guys.
Telling you,
it's
man.
trimmed out.
Yeah.
Delta 1044, turn right.
Oh, man. Just do a little S-turn. Say I did. Yeah, guys, this is a jet. This is a turbine engine. And if one turbine engine isn't enough for you, you have a parachute. I think a twin turbofan is the safest thing out there, but if you don't have a twin fan, give me a parachute. This is awesome. I love the TBMs, I love Epic, but this is a personal jet, guys. It feels like you're in an SUV, your family and friends are with you. Wing loading's good, it handles turbulence, handles bumps well.
Just a little bit, you know. We're 3 months from Baikonur.
Bravo, turn left direct tune, advise field.
Direct way?
Say again for 7 Alpha Bravo. Over 7 Alpha Bravo, turn left direct tune, advise the field.
Direct to tune.
Do you want to tell him that? 10?
Left turn direct to tune.
Tune. Tune.
Turn 52 Tango radar.
Hey, I'm going to let this be on the video. In his Tennessee accent, he said tune.
Yeah.
It was 2 syllables, tune.
Yeah, tune.
Left to tune.
Here we go. See now he intercept this. We can start a little bit descend, about maybe 500 feet a minute, I would say. So we got the gears down. We got first notch of flap. We could get it going. Our speed about 130, 140 is perfect on final, on short final.
So right now we're 130. When you get to short final with full flaps, what are you targeting?
Well, I'll show you. I mean, I usually target about 110, but then I get the VREF, and then I fly VREF plus 10.
VREF plus 10, yep.
VREF plus 10. Here we go.
I thought I heard you say 130 is okay for short final, and I figured you didn't.
No, yeah, here, like, after, like, by the final approach fix, I mean, 140, that's your speed on the checklist.
Oh, when you're out.
And then you start, like, you already had your gears down and your final flaps.
Oh, 1 second.
At Tower Vision Jet 7 Alpha Bravo, 3 mile final, runway 20.
Jet 7 Alpha Bravo, runway 20, clear to land.
Cleared land, 207 Alpha Bravo.
Jet 7 Alpha Bravo, earlier there were birds reported approximately a mile on final at 800 feet.
Okay.
Roger that, 7 Alpha Bravo.
What did she say was reported?
Bird. 1 mile.
Looking for a departure to the north.
See that dot, donut? That's the VREF.
There it is.
Yeah.
This VREF plus 10 is what you need.
Yeah. Still a little high here. Okay, I got flaps and gears. Oh, good. Speed is perfect. Do you see any birds?
Nope.
Yeah, we're 1.4 mile. You see that little hill, cover a little bit on the approach. There we go, we're good. That's VRF plus 10.
Oh, the bird was just off her left wing.
Really?
Oh,
it's right there, yeah. You can tell her.
Minimum.
N2 Tower for 7 Alpha Bravo. We certainly saw birds. They were just to our east of final, just off our east.
Jet 7 Alpha Bravo, roger.
Look what's holding short.
I know.
Okay, rep plus 10, looking good. Dude, those trailing links, man.
There we go. I preserve my brakes, man.
7 Alpha Bravo, turn left when able, then contact ground 121.7.
Okay, we'll make the next one left turn ground 0.77 Alpha Bravo.
Oh, Alpha 3, yeah. Let's go to that one.